Kyoto is a beautiful city located in the central part of the island of Honshu, Japan. It is known as the ancient imperial capital of Japan, but is now the capital of the Kyoto prefecture. Kyoto is known around the world for its ancient temples and customs. I had the pleasure to see this city when I was in the Navy, stationed in Japan. In this video, I will discuss the temples I visited and my trip to Kyoto, Japan. I hope this video informs you of the many wonders of Kyoto. The first temple I visited in Kyoto was the Golden Pavilion, which is called Kingaku-ji in Japanese. It was amazing how the sun shined off the gold, and I was very thankful that it was a nice day. The temple is 3 stories tall. The upper 2 stories are covered with a pure gold sheet. The pavilion is a Zen temple that is surrounded by a pond called Mirror Pond, and a beautiful garden with stone markers called pagodas. Pagodas were built to hold a religious function around temples. The pagoda in the picture is of Indian origin. We drove by bus to the center of Kyoto, where we were allowed to walk among the people. Kyoto is a very busy place with tourists from everywhere. While I was walking, I met women who were wearing kimonos. Kimonos are T-shaped straight-lined robes worn so that the hem falls to the ankle, with attached collars and long wide sleeves. Kimonos are wrapped around the body, always with the left side over the right, except when dressing the dead for burial, and secured by a sash called an obi, which is tied at the back. They were very friendly and allowed us to take a picture of them. They were in training to become a geisha. They were called hangaku, which are only allowed to apprentice before the age of 18 in Kyoto. While I was there, a full geisha was walking through the streets with her white makeup on. I was unable to get a picture because she was surrounded by tourists. Another word for geisha in Japan is gikko, which refers to a geisha in western Japan to include Kyoto. Geishas are known as dancers in Japan. Their dance is very traditional in nature. My friends and I walked towards a large orange temple. On the way there, on the side of the street, there were small Buddhist shrines with what I assume were prayers written in Japanese. I found this to be really interesting because of all of the kanji. At the time, I had no idea what they meant, but as I look at them now, I can recognize some of the characters. We reached what I found out to be an orange gate to the Buddhist temple called Kiyomizu-dera Temple. Kiyomizu-dera Temple was built in 798 AD. The interesting thing about this temple is that there is not a single nail used in this structure. They use wooden pegs. It takes its name from the waterfall within the complex, which runs off the nearby hills. Kiyomizu means clear water, or pure water. To the right of the temple was Kiyomizu Shrine. We ate lunch at a restaurant that served this amazing ramen dish. The ramen had wild boar in it, and had a very unique taste. It was somewhat salty, but not too salty. It was something that I had never tasted in the U.S., and it will probably never taste again. Since I did not know how to speak or read Japanese, we would always order by pointing to a picture. This was probably very rude, but I am sure the waitress knew that we were foreigners and was used to tourists doing this. After lunch, we got back on the bus and traveled to Chinyin Temple. The Chinyin Temple is a very big Buddhist temple built in 1234 AD. Chinyin was built on the site where a Buddhist monk named Honen fasted to death in 1212 AD. The temple is known to have the largest gate and the heaviest bell in Japan.